Welcome back to another episode of the Junk Monkeys podcast, your bi-weekly connection through conversation.
I always miss the bi-weekly part.
No, it's okay, because like it helps me that you join in halfway, because then it like reinforces the idea that like, oh, this is a good saying. I like saying this. Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm your host, Randy McLeod. I'm joined by my good friend, Noah Garbutt.
I am here.
And I'm also joined by...
Wait.
Oh, it doesn't look like anybody else is in the booth.
Ooh. Everybody else is dead.
And no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. We are missing our other hosts, Daniel Mosionier and Bradley Gertzen, because I think they're busy. I think that was literally like...
That's fair.
It just came down to like they're busy. I'm like, fair enough.
We are recording in like the... Is this the second week after New Year's?
Second week of it.
Everybody's still, getting on top of things.
Honestly, like, I was trying to think of when to come back, and I was like,
first week is too early.
First week is way too early.
It is.
I can't ask people to be like, hey, turn it on, let's go.
No. I think it's good because like, for us at Westman, we were on a change freeze until this last Monday.
Yeah.
So like we weren't doing shit. we were not allowed to go out and like change equipment to do anything.
Don't mess with anything.
We were only allowed to go out if shit was hitting the fan.
Yeah.
That was it.
And that's like the podcast, you know? We had to go undergo a change freeze in which we couldn't put out a new episode until now. But we're past that, and we're here, and we're going to talk about a really fun idea. I wanted to keep things positive as we head into the new year, because there's a lot of negative heading into the new year.
Oh, God.
So,
before we get there,
we're going to talk about what I originally pitched as 5 things that we're each excited for in the new year.
But that was under the basis that we were going to have
more
than
4
just
people,
us.
So it was going to be 20 people, 20 things. But we've expanded the list a little bit for the 2 of us, so we're going to have a wonderful time. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you stick around for this episode of the Junk Monkeys podcast. Ring, 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 ring. Noah. Ring, ring.
There's no
ring,
phone
ring.
in here.
Ring, 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 ring.
Where's that coming from?
Ring, ring.
Oh, shit. Hey.
Noah?
Yeah?
Hey, it's me, Randy McLeod.
Yeah.
Hey, man, do you want to do a podcast together?
Yeah.
Cool. Let me dial in Brad and Dan really quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Ring, ring.
Randy, it's been 7 years.
No,
let them go.
They have to come. They have to be here. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's really nice being in the booth. I'm not going to lie. It's very familiar. It's very nice to be like, oh, shit, we're doing this again.
Cathartic.
Yeah. I don't really have a lot of housekeeping, so I think we could probably skip that other than Daniel Mosionier, obviously, creating dope music. Go check it out. YouTube link in the description. And then I have a weird flowers story for you, if you don't mind. I want to give flowers to somebody I don't know at all. I was at the gym the other day. Yeah, just hear me out. I was at the gym the other day. Actually, let me take you back a little bit more. I think around November.
I was born.
So, 1999. Brandon Hospital.
No, too far.
Yeah. No, I was at the gym in November. And the way our gym works is that you need a key fob to get in. You can't let other people in. It's this weird thing where, like, you want to hold the door because you want to be a nice person.
Yeah.
But you can't because you got to make sure everybody's got their membership.
You got to make sure that people stay in line.
Exactly. So I was leaving the gym, and this guy was standing outside the door. I'm like, I already know what this freaking guy is going to do. And I go to open the door, and he goes to grab the door immediately. I'm like, hey, man. He's like, hey.
Can't let you in.
And he's like,
you got the password?
I was like, you got your fob? He's like, I'm a guest. I'm like, homie, guests aren't allowed in after hours. I didn't say that. I clammed up. I was like, I was a coward, Noah. I was a coward. I looked at the guy, and I was like, okay. And then he just went in. I'm like, that fucking sucks. Really made me angry, because something that really makes me angry is when people just blatantly ignore the rules.
Just take advantage of social norms.
Take advantage of me. You know?
Yeah, it sucks when people take advantage of you, doesn't it?
It's not fun. So anyway, I'm not giving flowers to myself. I'm giving flowers to this person. I think this was a couple days ago where I was in the gym, and this petite woman on the smaller side, she went to open the door, and this like big dude like kind of like put his arm on the door from the outside to hold it, and she stood in the doorway. And she's like, "Do you got your fob?" And I'm overhearing this. And he goes, "No, I got it's on my phone, but I don't got my phone." And which is a thing. Which is a thing.
This day and age.
Well, no. Like, this is a thing with our gym. You can have the key fob on your phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, if I let you in, I get in trouble if you don't have your fob." And he's like, trying to like get in like through the door, and she's standing her ground.
Good for her.
And she's like, "Well, like, I think the staff is here. Why don't I just go double check with them for you? Like, I can grab one of them for you." And he goes, "No, whatever, man. It's fine." And he storms off. I'm like, props to you. Flowers to you for sticking up for the right thing. Even though it could have been a scary situation, walking into the parking lot with some big fucking dude that's angry about it.
What a weird thing to try to take advantage of.
Right?
Like,
why is the gym that important that you got to be like, "I'm not paying the fucking $40 a week"?
Like, it's that important to you that you're willing to trespass.
Yeah.
But not willing to spend, what is it?
Normal membership is like $40 to $50 a week.
Yeah.
Which I know is pricey.
The,
but
the fine for trespassing is higher than that.
Exactly. So anyway, shout out to that random person. Those are my flowers for the week.
Good for you, random person.
Good for you, random person. And good for us, Noah, for coming back to the Junk Boogies podcast. The whole premise of today, we're going to be going through 5 to 10 things. I told Noah 7.
I got 7.
Noah's got 7. 7's got Noah. We're going to be going through like what we're excited for in 2025.
Yeah.
What we're looking forward to. It can be media. It can be personal. It can be whatever we want it to be. But these are the things that we're most looking forward to. The hype list, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Garbutt.
Yep.
I ate some food before this, so I'm a little like gassy.
You want me to start this
off?
So
I wouldn't mind if you got this going.
Of course. I'll start off with probably my biggest and most obvious. Mm-hmm. All the games coming out in 2025.
It's absurd.
We have a stacked year.
We got a big year coming.
This has really been hitting me, especially today, because little known game called Monster Hunter Wilds said that they're going to be having another open beta test.
Yeah.
I think it was in February. I didn't read too much into it.
It is in February. Yeah.
Coincidentally, the exact same month that they're coming out.
Exactly.
So it must be early in the month.
Yep.
We got Monster Hunter Wilds, which, if you've been a long-time listener, you know is a huge game for many of us here.
It's huge for us. It's our bread gang game.
It is. I believe that was the first game that we had like a bread game.
I think so. I couldn't even tell you why, which is tricky because I can't have gluten.
I know. No, because we had the keto bread game.
Oh, that's right.
For a minute.
That was the diet version. So for those that don't know, Monster Hunter Wilds is just a multiplayer game where like you hunt monsters together with like really big weapons, and it's a fun time.
It is fantastic.
Back in like 2017, 2018, that's all we did.
Yeah.
We just had a session where it was like a 4-month period where it was just all of us, me, Mike, and Noah, and sometimes
day in, day out, committing minor extinction events.
Yeah, don't worry about it, because we had to get that one monster jaw.
Yeah. We got that coming out. We got Borderlands 4, which apprehensive but still exciting.
Could be cool.
Because, again, we love Borderlands.
I don't love it anymore.
That's fair.
I've fallen out of love.
I still love Borderlands.
Yeah.
And then Ghost of Tsushima's successor,
Ghost of Yote.
Yep, that's coming out as well. So yeah, there's lots of stuff to look forward to. Those were just the first initial ones that I came across. I didn't want to dote on it too much because you can look up a list of games coming out in 2025 and you can be scrolling for half an hour.
Totally.
Definitely not what I did before coming in here.
Well, you should have checked the Random McLeod 2025 hype list, man. It's a Google Doc that's publicly accessible.
I really should have.
Yeah.
I really should have.
Yeah. Because that's what I did for my list. Don't worry about it. Is Monster Hunter Wilds on my list later? Maybe. Maybe.
But yeah, I could have put all of these games as things that I'm excited for, but I wanted to make it just one big point because it is just video games. It feels like it's going to be a really good year for video games.
I think it's going to be a great year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a great start.
What's your
first
point?
What I'm looking forward to the most, Noah.
Okay.
We finally have the man in charge setting things right in the States. I'm talking about, no, I'm kidding. Trump is a blight upon the land and should not be around. Don't like that guy. No, I had that. Basically, I wrote in my list, I said, Trump is back, baby. Let's go. And then in brackets, fuck. Absolutely not. Fuck that guy. No, my first one that like I think I should just get out of the way is in 2025, I'm finally going to graduate.
Hey!
Knock on wood. But
is that wood?
Yeah, there's some plywood.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm finally going to graduate. April is like the month. I get to apply for graduation starting at the end of this month.
The countdown.
The countdown begins, man. And honestly, like I had my first day of classes yesterday, and it seems like it's going to be a great semester where I don't have any exams. I only have a big research paper and then a big thesis paper, which is like a 40-page story that I have to create. But past that, that's it. That's all I got to do. And it's going to be a really chill year of school, or 4 months, and then I'm done. Since 2017.
Yeah. Since 2017.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy, man. So we'll probably do a podcast later this year talking about that journey, which we kind of already did with the post-secondary one. But we'll talk about it again.
Yeah, why not?
Rand finally graduates. So that's my number one, man. That's what I'm looking forward to in 2025.
That is completely fair.
Yeah.
That is a huge accomplishment, and you should feel very proud for yourself.
Can't wait. And then I got to figure out what to do next. Yeah. I'm a little worried about that part. But we're going to get
to wear the whole cap and gown and everything.
You know what? I'm going to, when we get closer to the date, I'm going to be like, I'm going to throw that in housekeeping. I'm going to be like, anybody that wants to roll up, show up. Let's hang out.
We'll have junk monkey merch and everything.
Imagine. I got like a sticker on my like cap.
Why do these people have a picture of a monkey at the BU Bobcats?
Why is the logo so stretched? Like pixelated.
It's not formatted properly
at
all.
It is not a scalable logo. Oh man,
that'd be hilarious. That
would be really good.
Just super wide.
Like when I go up and they're like Randy McLeod, and everybody's like, Jesus, that's terrible. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be my graduation ceremony. Yeah, that's number one. Noah, what's your number two?
I didn't realize we were doing these in ranked.
It's not ranked. It's not ranked.
I didn't rank these.
It's not ranked at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one that I'm really looking forward to, thanks to having a better paying job, is I can finally work on my K truck that I got last year.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's so exciting.
Oh God. As soon as I got this job, I immediately started looking at like the price for parts and everything. Mm-hmm. So I have a pretty good idea for everything that I need. It's just going to be time. It's going to be time.
Yeah.
And with this job, because we don't have as set hours,
right?
Like very often we are working over 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Which kind of flows into another point of mine where I want to take more time off.
Ooh.
I feel like in 2024 and years before that, I didn't take a whole lot of time off to do things for myself. And I don't think it was a matter of wanting to take time off. It was I couldn't financially justify it.
Yep.
I was living very, very razor thin budget.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I have a lot more freedom with that. So I want to take more time off because I feel like I can afford it now.
No, I'm such a proponent of that. I'm such a huge proponent of being like, bro, you are not your work. Please find time to take time for yourself and like enjoy this thing we call life.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy to hear that. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I wanna take more time off. I want to do things like when I take time off, I want to actually do things, and I want working on my truck to be one of those things.
Yeah, man.
Because it's been so long since I've worked on a vehicle.
Yeah.
I don't need to. I want to get back into it. I don't want to.
You will get back into it.
Yeah. I don't want to lose those skills that I had.
Totally. No, that's incredibly exciting, man. I think too, like I forgot that you had a K truck, and I forgot that you went through the entire like process of getting a vehicle from Japan to Canada.
Yep.
That's huge.
And I don't want it to just sit.
No.
And rot away.
Totally.
I want to drive it. I want to drive it around.
We're gonna have to come up with like a slogan for like K-Truck 2025 or something like that. We'll work on it.
Yeah, it's like the Coney 2012 or whatever.
Yeah, we don't talk about Coney 2012. We don't talk about that.
How that panned out.
Man,
so well.
that taught me a lot. That situation.
Oh God, I changed my Facebook profile.
Right? I emailed my principal, and I was like, "Bro, we gotta stop this guy. We
gotta talk about this.
Like, how is nobody talking
Child
about
soldiers?
This?
Come on,
crazy." But like, that's YouTube, or that's like the internet, where they tell you a cool story, and you tell impressionable kids that, and all of a sudden everybody's like, "Oh fuck yeah, we gotta stop this Coney guy."
Wildfire.
And then the guy fucking when he went on a cocaine bender,
cocaine and hooker bender.
Classic.
Yep.
Really shit.
Real Wolf of Wall Street, that guy.
That's kind of not cool. No, I love that. That's a great point. And I can't wait to see. We could call it OK with Noah Garbutt, where you just give an update on your K-Truck.
I'm just getting that. That's good. That's good.
I like it. Number 2 for me, it kind of goes into what you were talking about, Noah. TV is so back in 2025, at least for me. Let me run you through the big things that I'm looking forward to this year in terms of shows that we already know about, because typically with shows,
I thought you were straight up gonna go and buy like a cable package or something.
No, God, no.
Okay.
I work for Westman and I see the price.
TV episodes.
Sorry, yeah, like television.
Television episodes.
Yeah.
On streaming platforms.
Precisely. Could you imagine? I'm like, yeah, you know what, cable coming back, bro.
We work for a telecom company.
Oh, and it's terrible, man. Like the TV offerings that we have are awful. I shouldn't say that. Anyway. Cut that. Hey, Dan, just cut that really quick.
We actually work for Bell.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
RF now? Yeah, those guys.
Dog water. TV is so back. So I rank this a little bit. Number 1 for me is Daredevil Born Again, where I'm getting a 4th season of Daredevil. I'm getting Vincent D'Onofrio. I'm getting Charlie Cox. I'm getting what's her name?
Fake fan.
Her character name is Karen Page. What the hell is her name? Deborah Ann Wool. I'm getting John Bernthal back as the Punisher. Like, the stars could not have aligned better than they are now. Even though leading up to this point hasn't been wonderful as a Daredevil fan.
It has not been fantastic.
Because, like, at the end of Hawkeye, spoilers for Hawkeye, fucking the Kingpin is one of the worst utilized characters I've ever seen, even though going into it was so hype, being like, oh shit, it's Kingpin, and then they just made him into this weird, like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up now, little girl. And then he gets shot in the fucking head, and then he's alive in Echo, which I watched 1 episode of, and I'm like, nope, we're not doing this. I'm waiting till Daredevil. You should have seen me in Spider-Man No Way Home, where I see Daredevil, my boy Matthew Murdock, and I freaked out. I was like, no way, bro.
Hey, man, Marvel can make a comeback. I mean,
this is the year.
Marvel Rivals set it off pretty good.
This is the year, man. I'm telling you, Marvel, this is the year the dominoes fall.
Hopefully.
Let's hope. So Daredevil Born Again, that comes out in March, I think. The Last of Us Season 2. We're getting this in April, man.
Saw the trailer for that.
Yeah. I'm ready to be heard again, you know?
Did you see the trailer for Arcane?
What do you mean?
There was a trailer, like a teaser trailer for the Noxus.
Oh, okay, so that's for the game.
Yeah. That's for the game?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I also thought the same thing, but then I was like, okay. Yeah,
I didn't realize it had been elaborated on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third thing, Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3 is coming.
What do you mean?
I hate Netflix, bro. I hate Netflix.
Oh,
I just picked the mic. I'm so sorry, but like I hate Netflix because they're like, hey, Cobra Kai Season 6 is the final season. We're going to split it up across 9 months. It's like, why?
Oh, God.
Ugh. But it's finally coming to a close, which is exciting.
Speaking of Netflix, I've been watching Snowpiercer.
The show?
Quite enjoyable. Yeah.
Really? Have you seen the movie?
No.
Really good.
Didn't realize there was a movie.
Really good.
Okay, interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind.
So
I thought it was
good,
just
man.
a TV show.
The guy that made Parasite.
Really?
He made Snowpiercer. It's got Chris Evans. It's got fucking other people. Really good.
Okay, because I'm enjoying the TV show so far.
I should watch the TV show.
It's quite good.
Yeah.
It's got the guy that voiced Trevor from GTA.
Oh, he's Stephen Ogg. Yeah,
he's in like the first 3 episodes, and then he just came back now.
I'm interested. I need a show for January, so. But we don't gotta wait long for a show to watch because beginning in the first week of February, Invincible season 3's back.
Finally,
it's happening, bro. And there's no break this time. There's
Thank
no weird,
God.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God.
I
understand why they took a break. It
sure.
just, God,
don't do that.
It felt so disconnecting.
The Bear season 4. I didn't love the Bear season 3. Bear season 4 could be great. We'll see. And then for you and I, Noah, I threw this in for you and I. We're getting Andor season 2 this year.
Ooh, that's right.
The final season.
That's right.
They're cutting it off at the end of season 2.
Okay.
I'm excited.
That's fine.
Andor season 1 was great.
We know that there is a limit to how long they can run Andor.
There is an endpoint.
There is a indefinite endpoint.
Exactly. And then a couple last ones I threw in here. Alien Earth. We're getting like an Alien show, which is exciting.
Interesting.
I love Alien. I threw this in as a maybe.
Okay.
It could be possible we get the next season of Blue Eye Samurai this year.
Oh, that would be hype.
I think it's unlikely this year. I think it would be next year. But it could be this year.
That makes sense.
They could make it. And then I have final season of My Hero Academia this year.
I haven't been keeping up with it.
Neither have I.
I haven't.
But I feel like if we get to the final season, could just catch up.
You know what? We could just do a couple watch parties.
We could.
Catch up because I have seen some pretty hype moments.
Yeah. I'd be down.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, TV is so back, at least for me.
That's
I know a lot of people are really excited for Severance season 2 coming out. I want to watch Severance season 1 this month. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Noah.
I have on here actually doing yard work and having a garden. I have tried for the past 2 years to grow shit in my yard.
It's tough.
Has not worked. The first year, I realized there is way too much shade in my backyard. They're absolutely massive. I think they're maple trees.
Right.
No, they're not maple trees.
They're not.
But I have...
You got big trees.
Yeah. So that has been very difficult. The second year, I tried to focus solely on just chucking random shit in the backyard to see what would grow.
Yeah.
And I got a couple wildflowers. I got poppies. And they were lovely. The problem is that they only grew in one fucking direction because it was the only direction that the sun shone. Shone. It was the only direction the sun shone on my yard. So they were all bending at like 45 degrees facing one way because of the goddamn trees in my yard.
Yeah.
So this year I'm really hoping to just figure out some sort of way of climbing like 30 feet up into the air and chopping these trees.
Yeah. You get one of them pole saws.
Pole saw is not going to be long. I've even considered I might even have to call up an arborist.
Yeah.
To chop down some of these trees. The problem is lots of these trees are shared on the fence line with some neighbors. Now, half of that is not a problem because my neighbor's house burnt down.
There is that. Nobody's living there.
However, the other half, I might have to talk to somebody about that.
Yeah.
So, hoping to do that. And that kind of, again, falls into me taking time off to do things that I want.
You're in a great era, it sounds like. I think 2025 is going to be a great era for, like, Noah.
Me just doing things.
Just doing things.
Instead of waking up, going to work, coming home.
Getting ready for work.
Yeah, getting ready for work.
Yeah. Big fan of that, man. Big fan of that. Love it. Number 4 for me, actually number 3 for me, move. I'm excited to move.
That's fair. You have been talking about that a lot.
I have been bullish in terms of being like, I'm going to move to BC. It's going to be perfect. There's nothing. It's going to be so easy. Not easy. It's going to be difficult, but I'm going to make it work.
Yep.
I'm getting a little scared of that based on the current economic climate. And, yeah. But I did want to hold true to the fact that I have, once I'm done with my degree.
Yep.
I'm done with Brandon. I've not outgrown Brandon. But
there is nothing left in Brandon.
There is nothing left in Brandon for me except for my family, who I will still see, and I've seen in my entire life.
Yep.
I need to go see things, man. I need to go experience things. And where this is different than before where I tried doing this and going to Nova Scotia and it didn't work is that in Nova Scotia, all I had to do was like I had my dorm room and I had my classrooms, and that was it. And I wasn't able to make friends because at that time I was not prepared for that. I was in a different province. It was a whole scary thing. After figuring out so many things last year in terms of like how I operate and how I'm gonna like, I'm just like in such a better place that I can be like, you know what, I can go make it work. I will go make it work.
Yeah, you're more flexible to adapt to new areas.
1,000%, and I can't wait. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna stay in Canada. That's my goal, because I do not want to go to the States.
Fuck no.
Absolutely not. But that will coincide with me finding a new job, because I've also hit the point with Westman where I'm like, okay, I've got my experience from this. I've had great times, but I've realized that this is not for me.
Yep.
So I can't wait. We'll see what the timeline looks like, because at first I was like, right out of high school or right out of fucking university, gonna go find a place, I'm gonna move. And now I'm like, ooh, we'll see about that.
Money.
Turns out the job market is not doing hot either. We're into this weird situation in the world where nobody has money and nobody wants to hire anybody and everybody's getting laid off and
you
little collar tug, you know.
It's
okay
fantastic.
though. It's okay though, because I'm gonna make it work.
Yep.
I'm gonna make
100%.
it work, and I'm gonna move, and that's really exciting. I say that now, and then I'm gonna get to the point where I move, and I'm like, I'm gonna miss everybody. What are we gonna do? Yeah, that's one of my big ones this year.
That's good, because
really looking forward to it.
One of my points is basically the complete opposite of that. I just got this new job.
Yeah.
I want to get really proficient at this.
Okay.
What I've learned so far is that this is a very, very deep pool, and I want to get good at it. That's what I want to do. And it sounds very, don't make work your whole life, complete opposite of what you said, but I am enjoying this job.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this job because I feel like I'm actually doing stuff that matters.
Yeah.
Whereas before, and I don't want to become one of those people that completely rags on their previous job because they're not working there anymore.
Yeah, but it's your experience.
Yeah. I enjoyed my previous job. I did. However, I never felt like I had any impact on anything.
Yep.
People came in for sales, they got what they want, and they got out.
Yep.
And I just kind of moved things from one spot to another.
Yep.
And if that's what makes people happy, then 100% do that. In the job that I have now, I'm actually going out into the field, into the world, and I get to now view Brandon and surrounding areas in a completely different light.
Yeah.
Because I'm now so much more conscious about our industry.
Yep. And
just how many small nuances there are to it. And a lot of it is pattern recognition. A lot of it is this has been tossed at me 100 times, getting the feel for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many small things that you can do to royally fuck things up.
Yeah.
And it's all repeatable. So I want to get really good at it to the point where I don't have to second guess myself so much, gain more confidence in the job. That's just like one of my personal goals is I want to excel and become much more proficient in my job.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
I think it's really exciting when you find a job that like doesn't just stop, like you don't hit the ceiling right away.
Yeah, it seems like there's a skill ceiling and it's way up there.
Yeah.
And I want to start making my way up there.
But it seems attainable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know I rag on the idea of like don't make your job your whole life. But you gotta enjoy your job.
Oh yeah. Well, and like if you enjoy your job, then fuck. If that's what brings you joy in life,
yeah,
do it.
It's really interesting that you bring up that like you look at Brandon differently now. Because like when I started working in marketing, that was my like thing where I'd see a billboard or I'd see like anything.
Yep, exactly.
And I'm like, okay, so somebody had to write that and somebody had to get that approved and there was an email chain about it. And then somebody had to like work with the graphic department or like a graphic or design person. And it's a whole process.
Yeah.
But all we see as normies is, poster, you know?
Yeah. Like
it's crazy. And like for you, like the green things, you know, like the green cable
the pedestals.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pedestals, vaults. everything like that.
Ever since you started working at Westman, like I look at them and I'm like, oh, Noah.
Hey, there's stuff in there.
Yeah, but before I just didn't look at those things.
Well, in this past week especially is because it's been the first week of work after our change freeze.
Yeah.
Because we weren't allowed to do any work during the holidays,
Of course.
just to make sure that everybody had internet. I'm now getting told to read these plant maps, these like engineer designs and everything, and just be like, okay, build that now. And then I have to go into the back and I have to figure out, okay, well, if I build it this way, then I can make this work. I had to go to an area and I spent 2 days walking around, opening up boxes and taking pictures of everything of what was already in there.
Yeah.
So then I could go back to the office and be like, okay, well, based on the new equipment that we have, we can't do this. So I'm going to have to figure out how to redesign this now.
Oh, that's sick,
and how this might work better and how this will free up this space over here and everything.
Yeah.
And it's so in depth and I'm loving it.
That's so interesting. I love that. Oh man, that's exciting.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait for your 2025. I'll skip that one for now because it's another like list. Number 7, more pickleball with the lads.
Absolutely. 100%.
We
Banging
played
game.
one time last year. I went and bought a pickleball paddle set, a pickleball paddle pack, if you will, and a pickle pack.
Peter Pepper pack, pickle
pack.
Do you think professional picklers call it that?
I don't think so. I also don't think they're called professional picklers.
You're right. They're called pickleballers.
That's what we are, actually.
Yeah, 100%.
That was our group chat. Very short-lived group chat.
It was.
So basically, yeah, we played one game. We were like, fuck, man, this is fun. This is a great way to exercise.
We met 2 random guys that just joined us.
And they jumped in, and they were great, and it was a fun time. And then we tried setting up another situation, and they were like, hey, pickleball courts are booked for the entire...
professional pickleballers.
Yeah, the fucking seniors. They rolled up, and they were like, hey, we have this booked all day. It's like...
public park.
Yeah, not cool. And then we just never did again because our schedules just didn't line up.
Yeah.
Because Chris is on the road all the time. I'm busy. You're busy. You know. But in the when we thaw out finally, I'm really excited to get back into it.
100%.
So
absolutely.
2025, the year of the pickle.
I fucking hate pickles. I love pickleball. I hate pickles.
Oh,
anyways.
so wrong.
Anyways.
Continue.
One of the smaller ones on here, and we were kind of talking about this before we started recording, is finance. I want to get a little bit more knowledge of finances and everything because I have basic stuff, and I want to. It feels like at this point I need to either get more knowledge about it and really nail down a direction of it.
Yeah.
Of where I want it to go. I need to start
financial goals.
Yeah, financial goals, doing a little bit more research on the stuff that I'm doing so that I have a better understanding as opposed to, oh, I'm just going to chuck money at this and see what happens.
Yeah.
I want to actually start doing some research and getting more on top of my organization for financials and stuff. Because as it stands right now, any financial like mail that I get or whatever, I just leave it on my desk in a pile. I need to come up with some sort of filing system.
For sure. I like that. Financials is a weird one, man. I feel like a lot of people don't understand how it's supposed to work.
Again, it's one of those things that I feel like has a huge skill ceiling to it.
Skill ceiling. It's not even skill a lot of the time. It's just knowing where to put it.
Yeah.
I guess that's skill, but at the same time, it's just more like the hidden routes and like the
tax
passages,
evasion,
the tax
and
evasion,
the offshore account.
Yeah, and sometimes you accidentally commit tax fraud. It's fine. It's fine. You forget to fucking report on some earnings, most of your earnings.
They don't care. They don't care.
It's
right?
fine.
But yeah, that's one of my smaller ones there.
Yeah, I like that. A small one for me too. Creating the best darn gluten-free pizzas an IBS man can have.
There you go.
I bought a Pizza Stone in Winnipeg over the Christmas break, and really excited to use it. And you may be wondering, but Rand, you can't have gluten. I listened to the podcast where you talked about From Skinny Beginnings, where you talk about the whole you can't have gluten and dairy. Those are the 2 main components of pizza. I'm like, you're right.
They're really high up there.
Really high up there. However, there's substitutes I can work with, and there's like different ways I can approach it. Cauliflower crust.
I've heard.
I've had from
Red Swan.
Red Swan.
Yeah.
Thank you. Banging. But at the same time, I think I can make it better.
Oh, big! You're coming for the big swan?
Well, big swan, bro. You know who you fucking with right now? That's really funny. The Red Swan.
The Red Swan. Are you sure?
He was white before he had to fucking take down some enemies. You know what I mean? Yeah, with the blood of the enemies, like he became
his street name.
Yeah, Red Swan. He's got his sesame seeds, if you know what I mean.
What?
You know what I mean?
No.
Okay, well, never mind. You've never met Red Swan, have you? So yeah, I think like the thing with Red Swan is that it's like commercial and it's like industrialized. Like it comes from a frozen package. Yeah. Whatever. They're not making that shit. I want to make that shit.
Okay.
So
from scratch.
And I'm basically like my plan is to have like a lot of testing. I'm gonna do a lot of testing with like different like do I do it with do I do the cauliflower crust or do I do the gluten-free flour and try to make a crust
have
out
like
of that?
a whole lineup of like a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna experiment with it over time. I'm gonna make the best pizza I can.
Well, I mean, if you need a tester, like let me know.
I mean, let me tell you, we might have a little couple. You know, when
I will
doing,
eat whatever pizza.
We're doing the My Hero Academia watch party. We're gonna have like the worst pizza of all time, but by the end of it, we'll have a good one.
We'll
it's like our fucking mulled wine.
We'll have narrowed it down. To I don't like mulled wine.
Yeah, but like you're
I
gonna
like the stuff
pizza.
that goes into mulled wine.
You like
I don't
pizza.
like mulled wine.
Yeah, we made bad mulled wine.
And glog.
Yeah, we made bad stuff. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, and like that kind of encapsulates also like I can't wait to cook this year, knowing the cards that I can play, if that makes sense. So that's really exciting.
Well, and you have tons of cooking in your repertoire as well.
Yeah. So I have the skill base.
Yeah.
I just need to like use the proper ingredients, ensure I don't have a bad time from accidentally eating pasta and be like, what's wrong? Why can't I eat this? And then continue to do so.
It's worth it.
Because you can't waste food, man. I made it. I worked on it.
And it tastes good.
And it tastes so good. But I can't process
consequences.
There's a lot of consequences. No, what's your next point?
So this is actually my last one because I kind of had a double feature earlier. My last one is fashion. And I also want to add decor onto that because I have realized that there is anytime you look up decor and everything, there is too much millennial gray. Yep. Too much white, too much gray, too much no character. Yep. I want my house to have character.
Hell yeah.
I want to have decor that is unique. I want people to look at it and be like, "Oh, that's an interesting piece."
Yeah.
And then to tie into fashion and everything, I feel like this is the year where I can really start leaning into getting nice clothes that aren't hand-me-downs that I've had for years on end.
Yep.
I can start getting like accessories and stuff. I have 2 chains, and that is it. 2 chains. So I want to start getting some more of that. And if the stars align, maybe I want to get a tattoo.
Ooh.
So those are a couple small goals, and then like one really big like piece de resistance goal at the very top there.
Hell yeah. Did you go through like a it sounds like you've been thinking about a lot of this did you have like a resolution sit down with yourself?
No.
Okay.
No, and it's funny you bring that up because as I was thinking of all these goals and everything, I wanted it to be not resolution-y.
Okay.
I didn't want it to feel like I had resolutions and that I had these goals that I was 100% going to stick to. Like, this is a hard change in what I'm doing. I feel like a lot of these goals, especially like the fashion one, is one that I've definitely slowly been exploring for quite a few months now.
Yeah.
But now I can really start delving into the deeper end of it.
Love that. Yeah. That's awesome. That's really, really exciting. I've also man, if I could look at my apartment, like my old apartment versus this apartment, like, man, night and day.
Yeah.
Night and day.
Yeah.
We've gotten better, but it can still continue to get better.
Oh, 100%. Like, I no longer only have like one pair of boots and like a pair of sport shoes.
Right.
I now have work boots. I have winter boots. I have sport shoes. I bought Chelsea boots.
Oh.
Which serve in my very efficient mind, they serve no purpose.
Okay.
They serve no work purpose.
Fashion.
It's purely fashion, which is it's a weird addition to my brain because I've always been so functional.
Utilitarian.
Yes,
yeah.
very utilitarian. So I'm trying to not be so utilitarian. Just be like, hey, you know what? It looks nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't serve a purpose.
Yeah.
It just looks nice.
Something decor wise I want to get into this year, and I'm gonna see if I can make it work. But like plants, I want more plants in my place.
Oh, dude, I'll give you some plants.
Yeah.
I have.
But I'm talking like fixtures, almost like a ficus or whatever.
Yep.
Like over
See,
by the window.
I want to get one of those too. Right now, I only have small things like pothos and spider plants. And then I have an aloe vera plant that I haven't been able to kill for a couple years now. I have no idea how that thing's alive. I was supposed to give it to Tiani a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah, I have a plant in my place that it's weird. I think it's dying.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
I love that.
It's like fully facing the window.
Yeah, he's supposed to be,
dude,
right?
Turn it around.
What? Why?
Spin it around so it's not just growing into the window.
Why?
Because that's how plants they grow towards sunlight. You got to rotate your plants so that they grow straight up as opposed to.
I've just been throwing water in it, man. That's all I do. That's all I do. I put my finger on the soil sometimes. I'm like, oh, it's kind of dry.
Rotate your plants.
Okay. Public service announcement for all folks that are listening. Please rotate your plants.
If it's on a
Turn
window,
the plant around.
If it's on a window, you need to rotate it.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah. I don't know anything about plants. I tried growing herbs last year. It did not go well.
Right. I remember your little herb garden.
Yeah, it didn't work because
got like some weird white mold stuff.
Yeah. Okay. But I figured that out. I figured out
why.
So I learned what an HVAC is in that all my life I've never turned on a fan after or during a shower. So I only learned that late last year, in which you're supposed to turn that on, absorbs all the moisture, and funnels it out. I wasn't doing that, so that moisture was getting into the apartment a lot, and none of it was leaving. So it was just hanging. So I was like, why the fuck? Man, they never need to get watered. That's so weird. And then I was like, and then they became overwatered and fungus and mold.
Yeah.
And it was gross. And I was like, something's wrong. Yeah. Figured it out. Turn on the fan.
Yeah.
Turn on the fan.
I mean, I can give you some pothos.
I don't know what pothos is.
It's like a hanging vine plant.
Okay.
They're nice. They're nice. They're easy.
Yeah, I just need I don't have the greatest sunlight in my place.
They don't need direct sunlight.
Great. That's all I need.
Yep.
Love that. Love that for you. Can't wait to see the fruits of your labor.
If there is any.
I think there will
be.
Who
knows?
I think there will be. One of my points. I let's say I have two more.
Okay. Lay it on me.
Movies are so back this year, bro. They're so back, Noah. I got a couple for you.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with Fantastic Four. I think this is the biggest unknown for me this year, and it's biggest
God.
Man, I can't wait.
I'm so apprehensive about it because they keep trying Fantastic Four, and it just doesn't.
Yeah, but I think we got it this time. I think we got it this time.
I'm really hoping they have a
Statcast.
They do have a Statcast,
and I like the idea of it. I like the vision.
Yep.
And they got fucking Ralph Ineson playing Galactus, and he has one of the coolest fucking voices of all time. Can't fucking wait. No, I can't wait. Fantastic Four. Karate Kid Legends. So after Cobra Kai season 6 part 3, of course, which is the end of that series, we're getting a Karate Kid Legends movie.
Part 1.
No. Where Daniel LaRusso, the original Karate Kid, and Jackie Chan from the remake.
Oh, I'm so in. If Jackie Chan's in, I'm in.
They're joining forces to train a new Karate Kid, Noah.
I love Jackie Chan.
I can't wait.
I love Jackie Chan.
You should see this trailer. It actually looks sick.
I'll probably watch it later.
Okay. Mickey 17. This was on the draft. I put it on the draft last year, and then it got fucking immediately delayed to this year. This is same guy that did Snowpiercer and Parasite. This is his follow-up to Parasite. in which Robert Pattinson just dies a lot. That's all it is. He just
I
keeps
remember
dying.
watching the trailer for this.
This looks weird. This
It
looks
does.
weird. It looks wild.
It looks weird.
Can't wait to watch it.
It seems very in the realm of Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, totally.
Very, very same vibe.
Mission Impossible. We're getting the final Mission Impossible this year.
That's what they said last time.
No, last time they said Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, and then they were going to call this Dead Reckoning Part 2, but then Dead Reckoning Part 1 didn't do too well. So they're calling this the final reckoning.
Oh, they're just fine. We're not continuing this reckoning shit.
We don't do Part 1s and Part 2s.
Yeah,
Cut the shit. Cut the shit. Yeah, so I'm really excited for that. Final Mission Impossible. I love the Mission Impossible movies. You have no idea. Can't wait. John Wick spinoff. We get Ana de Armas in a John Wick movie.
I
it
love
looks
John Wick.
sick. It looks sick as hell. I like the trailer. I like the vibe.
If it's gonna be John Wick action with banging music. If it's anything like any of the other John Wicks,
Gonna have a great time.
it's gonna have some sort of nightclub scene.
There's a part where she's like on skates, and she uses the skates to like kill people.
Fuck yeah,
It's pretty
that's
cool.
That's what every like child who saw like figure skating was like. How do they not chop each other's throats?
What could happen if perhaps they went across the throat?
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll finally find out
This
answer.
is what every kid dreams of.
1000%. Knives Out 3. We're getting the third Knives Out movie.
Oh, I remember. Oh, right, the second one, the Glass Onion.
Yeah,
that was a pleasant movie.
This one's called Wake Up Dead Man. No, nothing is known about it. I just love these movies.
Yeah. No, they're just fun times.
Really great times. There's a movie called Sinners coming out.
Sinners. This
Not
doesn't sound
well known.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan,
Okay.
Ryan Coogler, director of Black Panther,
Mm-hmm.
teaming up again because obviously Michael B. Jordan was in Black Panther 1.
Yes, he was.
And spoilers for 2, he was in it for a second. In that little flashback.
Right,
The
he was.
Hey, check it out. Take the lotus flower or whatever. Anyway, I forgot about that movie. That movie was not memorable to me. They're teaming up.
Okay.
For this movie where Michael B. Jordan plays like twins in this like small rural town.
I love it. I love it when you get the same actor playing twins.
It's so dumb, but
it's
I love
so
it.
dumb, but it's such a fun trope.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the word on the street is that this is secretly like a vampire like survival movie. But
Okay.
they haven't shown that.
Okay.
But the word on the street is like it's gonna be cool. So I'm excited. Project Hail Mary, which
I haven't heard it.
nobody
that
has.
before. Okay.
Nobody has. Only I have. I'm the only one.
This is an
This is
exclusive drop.
only for me. No, this is starring Ryan Gosling.
Good start.
Directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the guys that
Who's-
did the Spider-Verse movies and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and like.
Okay, also a very good start.
Yep. Based on a book by the guy that wrote The Martian.
Okay.
It's about this dude. Okay.
A movie about a guy.
A movie about a guy. I haven't seen that before. It's about this dude that wakes up in space without his memory and has to figure out why he's in space. And the book, it's based on a book. And Noah, I'm telling you, this book was one of my favorite reads in the last 10 years.
Sounds like a psychological thriller.
No,
No?
it's like sci-fi, but like grounded sci-fi in that like, I can't spoil it. But like once we see a trailer for this,
Yeah.
you're gonna be enthralled. I promise.
That sounds really interesting.
And there's like a twist that I did not know anything about in the book.
Have you just seen the? Oh, you've read the book.
I've read the book.
Okay,
So I know what
okay.
happens. I know, yeah, I got an advanced screener.
I was wondering, like, how do you know so much about this? You said there wasn't a trailer.
Me and my boy Phil and Chris. Yeah, of course we watched
Wow.
it. Yeah,
I was there on set.
of course. Me and Ryan, my boy Gosling.
Big gauze.
I call him Goose. I'm his Gosling. we work together to fight the Red Swan because Goose is
God damn it.
Anyway, final one, Superman. I saw the trailer for this. I'm actually really into this.
Oh, I still haven't seen it yet. I really should, considering my dad is an absolute fanatic for Superman.
Looks fun. Looks very nice. I'm intrigued.
You know
Color
what?
me intrigued.
Superman movies, like the last Superman movie was fun.
It was good. It was good.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's those are my top hitters for movies this year.
That's a good lineup. It's a good year.
It's already a good year for movies.
It's a good year.
I'm telling you. Because, like, last year, media-wise in general, games, TV, movies.
Didn't do a whole lot.
Didn't do a lot for me.
No.
To the point where I was like, do I like these things anymore? And I'm like, no. It's not I.
Jesus, they were so bad they gave you an existential crisis.
Not bad. But just more so like, okay.
They didn't capture you.
Nothing captured me. And usually I'm a guy that things capture me, you know? So yeah, I'm really excited for this year, and I can't wait to see what comes down the pipeline. I have one more thing for you.
Yep.
What I'm most looking forward to in 2025, maybe not most, but like one of the things I'm looking forward to in 2025, to not run anymore. I'm so excited.
Cardio's overrated. Finally.
So excited to not do cardio anymore. Obviously, we did the half marathon back in June. Have I not run since then? Yeah. But I'm just excited to continue that streak. I'm not doing it.
You got your steps in. You did your time.
I did my time. I did, however, yesterday at the gym, I have noticed that my cardio is awful now, where I'm walking up the steps and I'm breathing hard.
There's better methods for cardio than running.
I don't mind it, though. It was a nice 8-minute jog on the treadmill, and I'm like, I'm warmed up. I'm good.
I've never enjoyed running. Yeah. I like skating. Skating's fun.
Swimming's fun.
Swimming's fun, and you don't feel all the sweat on you when you swim.
True.
Which is great, but it's way harder to breathe.
Yeah. Yeah, you did not enjoy that run we went on.
No. I would say I would rather walk on a Stairmaster.
Oh, no. I hate the Stairmaster. That shit hurts.
I feel like you get more out of that than you do running.
I'm sure you do, but...
Rowing, that's another good one.
Garbutt?
Yep.
I'm looking at the battery on this laptop.
Is it about to die?
No, I don't think so. But...
It's not plugged in?
No.
Okay, well.
It was at full charge, so I was like, no, that's fine.
What's it at?
It's at 20%.
Okay.
So we can wrap this up.
I mean, that was your last point. You're not running
my last
anymore.
point.
We're right on track.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Look at that.
Hey, everyone. Thanks so much for coming back to the Junk Monkeys podcast. I'm really excited to be... battery level is... Oh, battery saver is on.
Critical? Okay.
Keep talking.
So while Randy tries to find out where the power supply went...
Found it.
Hey, there we go. We're back on track, everyone. I don't have to try and stall because I'm not very good at this.
No, you're great at it, man. You're doing wonderful.
No, I'm really not. I don't know how to just talk to the abyss. I haven't commiserated with the abyss. I don't have the Necronomicon to figure that shit out.
Noah, you've been doing this podcast for fucking 3 years.
Do you think I excel in any social situation?
I think you do.
No.
You're great.
No.
I think you do a great job.
Randy, the only reason I went to the staff party this year was because I knew that you were going.
Yeah, we had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
We took a nice photo.
I know. It was.
Had a great time.
The food was fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Anyway.
Folks, we're going to cut it there. We're going to have a wonderful day as we get this uploaded, and we're going to have a wonderful time. And I hope you had a wonderful day.
Wonderful day as it is currently 9 o'clock, or 8 o'clock, not 9, sorry. 8 o'clock at night.
Wonderful day.
It's bedtime.
It's bedtime. How is it bedtime?
Dude, I have been going to bed earlier and earlier.
That's unfortunate because I was about to be like, some Marvel Rivals after this podcast.
Maybe tomorrow.
All right, fair enough.
I'm an old man. My back is hurting.
Yeah. I just heard it snap. So, quick thank yous. We're going to thank you to Daniel Mosionier for editing and creating the music. The banging beats from Daniel Mosionier. Creation Nation Makerspace obviously is a wonderful place where you can come down. Maybe I get into woodworking this year. Maybe I take advantage of the wood shop that's here.
Take up whittling.
I don't know about whittling.
That's woodwork.
Yeah, I guess, but like that's not the woodwork I want to whittle with.
Carving.
I don't want to whittle with the woodwork. I don't want to woodwork with the whittle. A whittle bit.
There it is. I was waiting for it. Just
a whittle bit. And then finally, I want to thank you, the listener.
We have to thank Cassie Gertzen.
Oh, we do have to thank Cassie Gertzen.
She is a valuable member.
She's fantastic. She's running our socials channels, and she's doing a bang-up job. Thank you so much, Cassie. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that's about it, folks. We're going to have a wonderful time.
That's all. First episode 2025.
First episode 2025, just the two of us.
So far, I have not messed up writing the date for anything.
I'm proud of you.
2024 yet.
I'm really proud of you. I almost did the other day.
I got that under my belt right now.
Really excited. You know what's under my belt?
And that's where we'll end it.
My shoes. My shoes. Right, the dogs, of course. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
See you later.
So I says to her.
The dog.
The dog.
My dog.